Good morning, guys. How's it going? Drinking some coffee. Welcome to Storytime and how's it going? I'm Deanna. Today we have a hooray for Rodney Watt. And this one I'm very excited about because it's one of my favorite books. And I'm not going to oversell it, and I'm not going to undersell it. It is just like a really solid pick. Anyway, so, hey, are you guys ready for a story? Oh, I think someone is. I am. So, you've been here before. If you haven't, we do our welcome song first, and I think that you'll pick up. And if you've been here before, you know the words. Sing along. I know that you're at home. I know that we all have some fun stuff to do today, but you ready? So, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, and your hands will surely show it. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. Gotta get up again. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, and your feet will surely show it. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, shout hooray, hooray. If you're ready for a shout hooray, hooray. If you're ready for a story, then you will surely show it. If you're ready for a story, shout hooray, hooray. Okay, so, you know the deal. You're ready. So, today we're going to read Hooray for Rodney Watt by Helen Lister, illustrated by Lynn Musiger. And this one is presented by H.O.H. Houghton Mifflin Company. So, hooray for Rodney Watt. Poor Rodney Watt. His new name was Rodney Rat, but he couldn't pronounce his R's. To make matters worse, he was a rodent. A rodent! What's your name, Rodney? Asked the other rodents. Rodney Watt, whispered Rodney. What's another name for a bunny? They asked knowingly. Wabbit, he mumbled. And how does a train travel? They winked at each other. A twain twavels and twain twacks, Rodney replied miserably. All of this teasing day in and out of made Rodney the shyest rodent in his elementary school. His squeak could barely be heard in class. He gnawed lunch alone. And while the other rodents scurried and scooted about at recess, Rodney hid inside his jacket. Oh, poor Rodney. Then one day, as the rodents were taking turns doing wheelies, a new rodent, a very large rodent, barged in the classroom and announced, My name is Camilla Capybara, and I'm bigger than any of you, and I'm meaner than any of you, and I'm smarter than any of you. Then she added, So there. With that, she accidentally, on purpose, elbowed an ear, bumped two noses, stepped on three tails, and lay down on a desk. Fur prickled in fear through the classroom. She was bigger than any of them. She sure looked meaner than any of them. Was she smarter than any of them? What's 2 plus 2? Asked Miss Fuzzleworth. 4, shouted Camilla Capybara without even bothering to raise her paw. And furthermore, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16, and 243 plus 125 is 368. Later, when Miss Fuzzleworth asked, What's the capital of? Camilla interrupted, New York, Albany, population 295,594. And during science, in answer to the question, what part of a plant is below the ground, Camilla Capybara danced on her desk and sang, Root, root, rootity toot, toot, toot. Yup, thought all the other rodents. She's smarter than we are, too. They felt very, very uncomfortable. Every afternoon, just before the final recess, Miss Fuzzleworth drew a name from the hat to see who would be the leader for their favorite game. Simon Says. She scrunched her eyes closed and jiggled the hat. Would it be Harry the Hamster, Manifest Mini Feet Mouse, Grizzlefit Guinea Pig? Could it be Big, Mean, Smart Camilla Capybara? Miss Fuzzleworth's paw reached in and pulled out the name of Rodney Watt. The bell rang, there was a wild scurry for the door, and Camilla Capybara was the first on the playground, having trampled the others in her path. To Rodney, she looked especially scary. What would she do when she heard him speak? Breathe capybara breath in his face? Or tie him up in his own tail? Or even pounce on him? The tiny, trembling leader of the game stood before the eager players, his head well inside his jacket, and squeaked, Rodney says we need Read the sign. While the other rodents read, P.S. 142 Elementary School for Rodents. Camilla began pulling up weeds around the sign, and wildly flinging them hither and thither and yon until she was clear up to her teeth in dirt. The other rodents began to smile. Wadney says, whap your paws around your head. He peeked a little peek out of his jacket and saw, whap, whap, whappity, slappity, whap. Camilla was whapping her paws around her head so hard she became dizzy, gave herself a headache, and had to sit down. The other good rodents couldn't help stop giggling. Wadney says, play Wing Around the Wosey. Camilla put her arms around me like wings and made an airplane noise. But where is the Wosey? What was a Wosey? By now, Wadney's voice was stronger, and his head was entirely out of his jacket. Wake the leaves! Nobody moved. Wadney says, wake the leaves! While Harry, Minifeet, and Grizzle Fritz and the others busied themselves raking, Camilla Capybara grabbed one leaf. Wake up! She yelled. Wake up! She snatched another. Come on, you! Up, up, up! And another. Rise and shine! And another. Boo! By now, all the other rodents were squealing with laughter, all but Camilla, who frowned. Stupid leaves! They won't wake up. And why was everyone laughing at her? Such bullies. In a voice so strong, he had to hold his own ears. Wadney called, Wadney says go west! The rodents collapsed in a happy heap for a rest. Go west? Camilla Capybara, feeling very smart that she could tell directions by the sun, said, all right, I shall go west. And then she added, so, there. West she stomped, forever. She was gone. And from that day on, the pupils of PS 142 Elementary School for Rodents never teased Wadney again. He was their hero. Hooray for Wadney Wet! They cried. Whoop whoop! Wootity toot toot. The end. So today's fun fact is actually kind of a local one. So this was my favorite book when I was growing up. It was read to me by Mrs. White. She was the longtime librarian at Ignacio Elementary School, and if you remember her, she was a beautiful creature, wonderful human being, and this was her favorite book to read every year. She pulled it out, and just wanted to read it for you guys. So there's a really cool fun link if you want to check it out, and if you want to tag us in some stuff that you're reading, that could be cool. We could talk about it. I hope you have a really good weekend, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.